Well, the big question today is what possessed a man to walk up to an altar in the middle of Mass in front of about 100 people and punch a bishop in the face. The whole thing is as puzzling as it is disturbing, but parishioners say the violence will not shake their faith.
May Almighty God have mercy.
The prayers of Bishop Manuel Cruz were cut short Saturday when a man dressed in a white coat with matching hat saunters to the altar and punches him in the mouth.
So I went out and I said, officer, officer, grab him. Stop him, stop him. But I couldn't scream. I wanted to scream, Bishop, drop your, go down. But I couldn't. I was just too rapidly.
Besides about 100 parishioners inside, police officers were also patrolling and immediately arrested Charles Miller, who's now charged with assault. Miller is known throughout the neighborhood and showed up about a half an hour early to Saturday's Mass, driving a pink Cadillac.
When I was there earlier setting up, he was here very early, and he was just sitting in the pew. He got up and he left, and he came back. And
did it look like he was praying?
No, he wasn't praying, no. He was just sitting there.
Fear, confusion, and horror soon swept through the pews as the beloved bishop slowly came back to consciousness.
Bishop Cruz is a very well-respected member of the community. Nobody wanted to see that happen to him or anyone, particularly during Mass.
When I seen that crucifix full of blood and his clothes full of blood, that's when I panicked.
But the inexplicable violence of one man could not shake the faith of these churchgoers. 8-year-old Sophia Padine, who was baptized by the bishop, was in Mass Saturday and later sent this handwritten note to the bishop saying, "I pray for you and send hugs and kisses for a fast recovery. I also pray for the man that hurt you." Well, the Mass was obviously over after that, but parishioners continued it back up Sunday and say they had about double the people attending, including Bishop Cruz, who with some stitches on his face assured parishioners that he was doing okay and that this was an isolated incident. We're live in Newark. Allie Bauman, CBS 2 News.
Allie, thank you.
First, he introduced himself to the Essex County courtroom, claiming he's a man of faith.
My name is Reverend Charles Miller.
Then Charles Miller began rambling to the judge as he appeared via closed-circuit TV. The brief hearing quickly becoming almost as bizarre as the incident that has landed him in jail. Prosecutors say that's 48-year-old Miller walking up to the altar at the Cathedral Basilica of the Sacred Heart in Newark, seemingly out of nowhere, decking Bishop Manuel Cruz in the face during a Mass last Saturday. Miller tackled by security and others who jumped out of their pews to help.
That does include the Bible. Is that correct?
During his court appearance today, no explanation for his odd and violent behavior, which left Bishop Cruz with 30 stitches in his mouth. This woman, who says she's a relative of Miller, was in the courtroom.
Want to know about him?
That's all, man.
The con man that needs his medication. That's what it is.
The Newark man now facing assault charges, and because of a prior conviction for disorderly conduct, prosecutors requested he be kept in custody.
Based upon the state's motion, I'm going to order that you be detained, sir, without bail, pending a pretrial motion.
Miller not reacting to the ruling, which infuriated his relative.
Do you know if he was just acting up on Saturday or what happened? Did he explain to you what happened?
If you don't get that thing on my face, mister.
As for Bishop Cruz, he says he's forgiven Miller, who he suspects is mentally ill.
I pray that this be a moment of grace for all of us, and that we come to know that we are loved and that we don't have to be afraid. This man who came to the altar is my brother, and I've been praying for him.
Charles Miller was sent back to jail after today's hearing. He's scheduled for another hearing here at the Essex County Courthouse later this week. Reporting from Newark, Janelle Burrell, CBS 2 News.
And Bishop Cruz says he had a special prayer during Sunday's Mass for Charles Miller. Miller's being held in jail without bail.
And how can this be? For he is the quizzer.